Good. Maybe I'm getting lucky for a change. Sometimes I chase these parolees for weeks. You two all set?
Go ahead.
This is Strauss, Buster, your parole officer. Open up. Buster Jacobs, this is David Strauss, your parole officer, and I am ordering you to let me in.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
You got it. It's Buster Jacobs.
Is he out there?
Nothing but an empty fire escape. No one in sight anywhere. Joe, what is it? What do we do wrong? Every time we take a step, there's somebody there ahead of us.
When we were out in the hall, are you sure you heard voices in here?
I think I heard voices. I can't swear to it.
In a way, this may be a break.
How? If he was here, he's gone now. Tell us about it.
No, I think he might have a point. This means he's now officially in violation of his parole, right?
Definitely. Failure to report at the appropriate time makes that automatic. Oh, and if he skips town, he's in even worse trouble.
Like what?
Well, have him picked up, issue a warrant for his immediate arrest.
Well, there's a start.
Well, that's not the end. You get a warrant for his arrest, that could take weeks, months. You might never find him.
Eventually we do.
Eventually isn't good enough. I gotta unravel this whole thing before John's next fight, and that is soon.
Well, unfortunately, Rick, all we can do right now is wait till they pick him up.
I'll phone in the ATV downstairs. If you're fairly sure you heard him in here, Doctor, he can't have gotten very far.
I'm not sure of anything. All I know is that we got a big fat zero. So let's get the next plane. I gotta get back to the hospital. Thank you very much.
Hey, get in here. I don't want anybody to see you.
All right. Come on.
You got a drink around here? That plane ride made me kind of queasy.
You've been queasy for 20 years. Hey, what was the big idea bringing us up the back stairs?
I'll tell you why in a minute. In fact, I'm gonna lay some rules down for you. The reason why I brought you up the back way is because I don't want anybody to see you. Even that sleazy desk clerk downstairs.
Oh, come on. In a joint like this, what do they care?
They don't care, but I care. You understand that? And that is all that matters. Now, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna arrange for another room. And I'm gonna do it under some phony names.
I had a lot of names.
Yeah, I bet you have. Now, I'm gonna arrange it so that nobody can see you. Nobody can identify you. The desk clerk, nobody. That means that you're gonna have to stay in your room. You're not to leave for any reason. You got that?
We gotta eat.
What about something to drink? I mean, a man can get thirsty.
Yeah, I will take care of that, all right? But you're gonna eat and drink in your own room.
I don't know. You can get kind of stir-crazy cooped up in a room all day.
Oh, yeah? Would you rather be cooped up in a cell? Let me remind you about something in case you're not thinking right, okay? You violated your parole in New York, which means that there is probably a pickup bulletin on you right now. So either you do what I say, or you're going to spend some time in the slammer for parole violation. Now, which do you want, pal?
Well, as long as you're going to bring in something to drink.
Yeah, and some food.
Yeah, I said I would. Don't worry about it.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
What?
What about some of the other people, like Johnny and Rick Weber? When are they going to find out I'm back?
They will find out when I say they will find out. Do you understand that? Is that clear to you?
Yeah, that's clear.
All right.
Sounds kind of hard-nosed, though.
Is that a complaint? Because if it is, let me remind you of something else here. You two fixed the fight with Johnny. You put the drug on the sponge, which made it look like a heart attack when he went down. So you both are guilty. You understand that?
But...
No, there's no buts about it, because I've got the sponge that can prove it. So I'm in control here. Understand? Complete control.
Jesse, would you page Lesley for me?
She's on her way down right now, and you
Great.
have some messages.
Thank you.
Hi. My gosh, that was a fast trip.
A very futile trip. We got to Buster's room, but he had gotten out just before we got there.
No sign of Packey.
Zero.
Oh, boy, then Johnny's really got a big problem.
What now?
The boxing commissioner came to the sports center today to tell Johnny that he was going to cancel his next fight unless Johnny got a manager, and the manager filed papers today.
Is the commissioner still in Port Charles?
Yeah, he's given him a 6 o'clock tonight deadline.
Oh, lovely. 6 o'clock. Well, we've got to come up with a warm body. How about you? You'd be the logical choice.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's taken on too much. He doesn't have to take on being a manager.
Leslie, I don't know. I don't know how I can avoid it. Johnny has become a symbol to all the kids, not just the waterfront, but to the sports center. Wish I could do more than that. If I'm going to be his manager, I think I better talk to John first, see if he agrees.
I figured you'd say that. He's waiting in the cafeteria right now.
Oh, he's here. Thanks.
Anyway, I got a patient to see.
Well, while I'm here, I'm going to go find Heather and see if she wants to have a cup of coffee.
You know, I really missed you.
You really missed me. I was gone for all of 3 hours.
I still missed you.
I missed you too. Must be catching.
Maybe that's it.
Check it out. Johnny's sitting over there talking with Rick.
We noticed.
I mean, I would have gone down and sat there with them, but as you know, Rick and I haven't been getting along very well lately. And if he's there talking to Johnny, maybe he's helping him. And if he's helping Johnny, that's really the only thing that matters, you know? Johnny's future is so important. And not just to him, but to me, too, now. I would be so upset if anything happened to it or him. Wouldn't you?
What you have to assume is that...
I mean, he has worked so hard. So hard for everything. Maybe even too hard. He barely has any time for fun or to relax. But I guess you have to expect that when you're with a boxer, huh?
Are you asking a question or just coming up for air?
I guess it shows, huh?
What shows, Amy?
How I feel about Johnny.
I know that I got no right to ask you this. After what I said to you and all. I just wondered if you could think you could be on my side again.
Johnny, I've been on your side from the very beginning. And I'm still there.
It's great to hear, Doc.
All I've ever wanted was what was best for the sports center and for you. And right now, what's best for both of you is for you to fight it till and win.
Yeah, I want that too, man. Only now I gotta find myself a manager.
Well, it seems, according to everyone else, that I am the #1 candidate. But that's up to you.
What?
Do you agree?
Do I agree?
Yeah?
Hey, it's wonderful. It's all right with me. Wow, I was hoping this would happen, Rick, but I didn't dare ask. You really do that for me, huh?
I gotta do it for all of us. Just don't you let us down.
No, I won't. Never. And I'm gonna work harder than I ever have.
We got a deal.
Yeah, you got a deal.
Look, I had an idea. Maybe the sports center could sponsor your fight. But I want to talk to Joe about that in case there's some legal problems.
Okay.
Joe? Yes, sir?
Oh, Rick's calling. Excuse me.
Heather, you know what I think would be fun?
I have no idea, Amy. Why don't you tell me?
Why don't you and Joe and Johnny and I double date real soon?
Why don't you knock it off?
What?
You've been trying to weasel your way into my private life ever since you moved in. Why don't you just leave me alone, Amy? And that includes at Kelly's.
Heather, why didn't you say something before? I had no idea you felt that way.
Well, you know now.
Well, I don't want to stay someplace I'm not wanted. Heck, I could stay home and do that. I just don't think I can go back to the house. I don't think I can take any more flack from Rick and Lesley about that stupid sponge.
What are you talking about? What sponge?
The sponge that Rick thinks Packey used on Johnny? I took it.
You took it?
Yes. I took it before Rick could even have it tested for the chemicals. I didn't just take it, Heather. I burned it.
You did what?
Why do you think I left home?
Look, Amy, maybe we should talk about this a little further. I mean, maybe I can help you out with some of your problems. After all, what are friends for, right? Why don't you come over to Kelly's with me and we'll sit down and we can talk all about the sponge. Come on. Thanks, Jane Allen. Take it easy. I don't know about Amy Rose. She's only been here a few days, and already she's acting like my Siamese twin.
Oh, just be patient with her. She's bound to go back to Rick and Leslie's eventually.
I hope so. I could use a little peace and quiet. I'm also getting hungry.
Ah, your fish and chips. I'll be right back.
Thanks.
You look kind of pensive today.
Oh, I was just thinking, Scotty. You should try it sometime.
Cocky, too.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah? For instance?
Our new partnership.
What happened to our old partnership?
Too one-sided. You called all the shots, and I went along.
Yeah, for some pretty good reasons, if I remember right.
Sure, you're an excellent blackmailer. Only things have changed, Scotty. I don't want to be a junior partner anymore.
So you just decided to promote yourself, huh?
That's right. I want to become a full-fledged equal partner.
Well, that's where you're wrong, because I'm the one that calls the shots in this relationship. And do you know why, Heather? Because you owe me, that's why.
Oh, no, Scotty. We evened that score. Besides, I know everything about this merge. Everything.
You want to say that again?
Why should I? You heard me the first time, partner.
Come on, let's get out of here. Let's talk about it.
Why?
Come on, I want to go. Get your purse, let's go.
Where'd she go?
Heather, she just left.
For the rest of the day?
I think so. Guess who she left with?
I really don't care, Amy.
Oh, well, I mean...
Amy, please don't start. It's just too late in the day for me to deal with gossip. If you must use your mouth, use it to eat this.
I'm not hungry. And besides, you're the one that asked me about Heather.
Don't get mad.
I'm not mad. It's just that every time I go to open my mouth to say something, everybody thinks that something bad's going to come out. So how about if I'm just a good little girl and I don't say anything at all, huh?
You can check us both out.
Did you notify the station on 7 to keep an eye on 714? I'm worried about that fever.
Rick, did you at least find time to glance over the reports of the review board meeting?
Yes, I did, Steve. No need for sarcasm. Your point was very well taken the other day.
Then you still feel you weren't needed at the meeting?
Maybe you missed my point. That sports center means a great deal to me. Now, what happened the other day was a special, urgent occasion. I will do my best to see to it that it doesn't happen in the future.
Fine. I just don't want to see you having to make a decision about your responsibility here as a doctor and keeping that sports center going.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that, Steve. I think one way or another, this is all going to be worked out very soon.
I hope so. And when that happens, I couldn't be happier. Well, if we're all leaving, why don't we walk right together?
Why don't we
We
do
should
that?
talk about this.
Yes, my darling. Oh, are you leaving yet?
Oh, you go ahead, Leslie. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, never fool yourself. Steve has a breaking point, too.
Steve is chief of staff, and he's got to keep tabs on everybody.
The only problem is that everybody is always bringing all of the sports center's troubles into the hospital. I do it, you do it, Amy does it, Johnny comes in and does it. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Don't you think I would like to stop all of this right now?
You could.
What, by walking away from it, giving up? No, I am not going to do that. Now, just hang with me a little while longer. And please, Lesley, don't let this come between you and me.
It won't. We won't let it.
Good.
Amy, however, is another story.
This may sound very strange coming from me, but I do miss her.